Good morning, everybody. It's Brad, Firewood at the Furnace. I'm standing where my dump trailer normally sits, but it's not here. So I hooked it up this morning and I moved it to the other side of the wood yard over here because I've got to make some room. We're going to have log overload in the wood yard. I'm reinvesting in the business and some things are changing around here today. Stick around and find out. Well, this is what's happening. It's a big step for me. A decision that I didn't take lightly, but it's happening. If I'm going to try to up production, sell more than I had last year, I feel like this is something that I need to do, at least try out. So I talked to the guy on the phone. Everything's supposed to be 20 inches and under. It's all oak, locust, and a good bit of ash. So that's what this load will be. I'm going to set you up and you can watch Joe the logger unload my very first load of logs. So I've been watching Joe at Ohio Wood Burner, and he just had a really good video on, bringing logs into your yard. And he's having a tough time getting logs, but this guy says he has an unlimited supply. The price for him to come here was cheaper than everybody else that I had been looking at the last few months. And I was very specific with him on the phone about what I wanted. I told him I wanted ash, cherry, oak, locust, and I would take some maple. If he had, a little bit of maple would be fine. But he said it would be mostly ash because that's what they have a lot of. He said he would throw some locust and oak on there also. And I told him I didn't really want anything bigger than 20 inches in diameter. And he said he could take care of that. That wasn't a problem. When would I want my load? And I said, when can you bring it? And he said, how about tomorrow? So that's what we did. Now, this load was supposed to be here at 7:30 this morning, but he had a problem with his truck last night. He blew a hose. So he had to have that fixed early this morning. So he was planning on being here around 10. And then on his way here, the good old state police, DOT, stopped him and did an inspection on him. So that delayed him a little longer, but he's here now. It's about 12:30, so we're a few hours behind schedule. He had a rough morning. I had to make some changes in my schedule because I was planning on being done here with him by 9 o'clock. But he's here, and I'm enjoying watching him unload just as much as you are, if not more. And depending on how this goes, I told him that I would be a repeat customer. So we'll see what we got here. So this is actually a tree company that is hauling these logs for me. He said he's got about 40 employees, and he's very busy all the time. He says he's never run out of logs at his yard. He's got an endless supply of logs, so anytime that I call, he can get them here for me. Says he's not done yet. There's still some more to come off, but he's got to reposition the truck a little bit. Mostly ash, like he said it would be. There's a couple little short pieces, not kind of crotch pieces in there, and he told me that when he loads the truck, if he's got a couple of holes, like voids in the truck, he'll try to fill it with something. Yeah, if possible. If you can put it in front. Yep. So he's trying to keep me a little path to get my truck through there. So that's nice of him. He's putting it wherever I need it to be. A lot of barkless ash. That stuff will be ready to go soon, if not already. So I think a lot of the problem they're having is the price of lumber so high. These tree companies and logging companies are just sending everything to the mill, and the stuff that's smaller, they run through these big high dollar chippers, and the good firewood logs just get chipped up. It's easier for them, so finding somebody to bring you smaller stuff seems to be the challenge. Gets a piece of maple there. He said he's got a lot of that up there. See some red oak, some white oak. But like he said, it's mostly ash, which is perfectly fine because that will dry quick. Burns good. Splits nice. I don't see anything too huge. Everything looks manageable. Now that one's a little large. You put it down over there. Yep. He knew it was a little big, so he asked me if I wanted it. So just put it down over there. We ain't got to move it so far. That's good. I think that's it. So I'm going to get the man paid here, and then we'll take a look at what we got. There's your money, my friend.
All right.
I guess I talked to your boss through Facebook, right?
Yeah, you can talk to him or you can just text me directly.
I can text you directly?
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
All right. Because once I rip through this, I'll probably want to get another load.
Okay. What's the earliest I can get in here without disturbing your neighbors?
7.
Okay.
I think it's probably better for you to come early to avoid all.
I'd rather do that, and also for you, so you're not waiting on me all day.
Right, right.
Anytime I do this, I try to do it early in the morning.
Yeah, that works out great. So ash is mostly what you have up there right now?
That's mostly. There's some stuff in the back I can try to grab for you. I think there's locust. You said you wanted.
Yeah.
It's in the back of the thing. If you want, I'll show you what we got. Like I can walk through it and take a film of it.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. I mean, ash is great, but oak and locust, you know, if I can get that, a lot of my customers want that stuff too.
Okay.
So, yeah, cool.
All right.
So you can just, I don't know how you want to get out of here. You can either back straight up the hill and go out forward, or you can back straight up here and go out the way you came in.
The other guy doing it. I don't want to tear him up.
He used to back straight up the hill there. I'd keep that open, and he just backs straight up and then turns and goes out that way.
Backs up here?
Yeah, back straight up the hill towards the garage.
On this hill here you're talking?
On the blacktop.
On the blacktop,
yep,
gotcha, okay,
yep.
yeah. All right,
I mean, if you go on the grass down here, it's okay. Just
right,
try to stay out of that.
Yeah. This is all you?
Yeah.
Nice setup, man.
Oh, it's all my family here. It's my uncle's construction company, my uncle's house, my grandmother's house. This is all family back over here.
Get the heck out of here.
Yep.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I tried to talk my brothers into buying a golf course one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, nah. My thinking was like that. We could build houses on it.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, things have really built up around here since I was a kid. You know, there's a lot more commercial stuff, warehouses and stuff going up around it, so a lot more traffic. But you know, it's still our little compound.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, nice meeting you.
You too, buddy. I'll be in touch.
Right? All right. You guide me out there?
Yeah, I'll run up there and make sure you get under the wire. All right, so Logger Joe is gone. Here's the load of logs that we got. You heard him tell me he's got mostly ash up there. He's from Pennsylvania, so the standing dead ash up there is never ending. But this load looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. The price was right, and everything's manageable. So we got a lot of barkless ash. There's some maple here, some white oak here. There's a couple red oak logs. There's one right there. And I think I saw another one here. Yep. Another one right here. So for my first load, my first experience with buying logs, everything I've done so far has been free wood. And I think I've been pretty successful with free wood. I'm not buying logs because I'm not happy with the free wood I've been getting. But seems how everything went out of here so quickly this year. I want to try to have more available for next year. And I don't want to spend any time in the woods. I don't want to spend any time looking on Facebook or Marketplace or Craigslist for people who have trees down in their yard that want it cleaned up for free to have the wood for free. I mean, some of those situations are good, and I'm not saying that's all a bad thing, because I've gotten wood that way. And you know, some of those situations are easy access, it's good wood, and you know, there's no problems. But other ones, I feel like you're just kind of cleaning up somebody's mess for them, and you don't really know until you go look at it. And pictures are deceiving. They can send you pictures of what they've got and things look really good, and then when you get there you're like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? So I just wanted to try this. Wow, looking from back here, that's a lot of wood. He said it was about 6 or 7 cords once it's split. I think that's probably about right, but I'm going to keep track and see what we actually get out of it. I'm trying to establish a relationship with this company now. They seem like a pretty good, reliable company. They stayed in communication with me the entire time, even though they had a couple hiccups with the truck and then getting pulled over, having a DOT inspection done. You know, he brought me this log here, which is pretty large, but he knew that that's not what I want, and he asked me if I wanted it or not. And it's not that long, and it's here, and it's part of my load, so I said, yeah, put it down. So now that that's done, both tree services that I work with have called me. One has a load of ash for me, and the other one has a load of oak for me. So we got to get that done now. All right, so we're back home now. Brady's home from school, and we got all that done today. So we got 2 loads from the tree service after we got the load of logs from the logging company. So, Brady, what do you think about all those logs that I got?
You got a lot of work to do.
I got a lot of work to do. But I tell you, I was thinking getting all this wood into the wood yard now is probably a good thing, because once the snow starts flying and we start getting the freezing rain and the sleet and the rain as winter comes in, you know, that gets a little sloppy down in the wood yard. It gets a little muddy, and it'll be good not to have to back the truck and the trailer in there, you know, a bunch of times when it's all muddy. So there's plenty of logs there for me to keep working all through the winter. And yeah, I think it'll work out good. So let me know down in the comments what you think about me getting into the buying log scenario. And if you have any questions about it, or if you have any comments about it, any suggestions, let me know also. So that's going to be it for this week, everybody. I appreciate you watching, and click on some of these videos over here on the side. And until next time, I hope you all have a great week. Take care.